One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Yellow. Zoom. Blue. 32. Bang.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready, ready. Blaster, 45. White. Set.
Back to throw. Huff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Jets need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Their own 26-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
50 Bobcats. 50. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert. Alert. Here we go.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Here we go. Cougar knife.
In motion left comes Brown. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them. And the screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
25 yards that time.
First and 10.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Second down and 4.
No, 19.
Running left is Walker.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Mustang 19. Ready.
He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Come on, set. Black 40. Set.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The Jets at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
60 red.
From the gun on 3rd down. Huff will try and do this himself. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Cup 19, 19, here we go, set, Cougar 19.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of leg behind it. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
picked off by J.C. Horn. Now it's loose down the left sideline. The
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught at the 7. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Walker. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the Jets' 8-yard line.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
Ready. Ready.
This will be caught once again by Brown. And they call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Bates' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a handoff up the middle. Kennedy. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is going to have a Jets first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
45, White, set.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to move back in front. The extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 4-point game.
17. Seahawks 13.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after chip, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Panther 11. Let's go.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. That is caught. And running with power here. He's still on his feet. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. 67 yards. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
20. Jets 17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Here we go. Ready?
Throwing to start the drive. Huff. And some room to maneuver. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He was tackled at
Ready.
26
Yes,
yards.
2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings
Let's go
up
now.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Huff. Looking left side, and it's complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts
First down.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Nicky Manwari.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go. Start. Practice.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's got Smith-Njigba. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
22 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
A give for Walker running right.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown.
Ken Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
34. Jets 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Okay, ready?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Blue, go. Black, 95, blue striker. Hut, hut.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Black 50, green. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Back to throw. Huff. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down.
And the Jets are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
34. Jets 24.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
18 Rattler.
Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them,
You might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Let's go now. Trap 60. Trap Cowboy 80.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
This time they stay on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
They drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go. Here we go. 19, 16. Go.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hop 70, hop 70. Ready.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So since that last play got nothing, they'll go ahead and decline the penalty, and that forces a fourth down situation.
The Seahawks send out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Taken in at the 22. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Jets will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. Cut.
He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready.
Here's Hall again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And in that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Green jack. Set.
Off the play fake. Huff.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Well, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
And they'll run it here. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Check smash. Check smash.
To the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinals.
And a quick throw here that's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Ready,
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Red. Hurt.
for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Walker. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 18. Here we go. Cougar Knights, 7 Pirates. Go.
Now back to throw. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16.
70.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Bates' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Set, ready. Black 40, check white, ready.
On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Let's go. Ready?
Off play action. Huff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception. On
1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Now a 2nd and 10. Brown goes in motion left.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2.
Here we go.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Black, 95, set.
Looking to throw.
Huff. This pass out wide to Hall.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here we go. Set.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Field, black. 45, white. Black shot.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he gets his down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw. Huff.
He finds Wilson.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Second down, goal to go.
Let's go. Ready?
Looking to throw. Huff. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Mustang 19. Let's go.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up second and 13.
Now quickly here to Smith-Njigba.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
No, ready.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the give, it's Walker. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, right?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward to protect the ball. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down. And that should just about do it.
It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up.
At the 16-yard line.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Ready.
The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see.